So let's start. We already have some people here, and whenever is needed, I will accept the other participants to enter the session. So thank you so much to be here to attend this second info session about the STARTS Eco Residencies program. And today we will present some of our challenges, the challenges 5 until 9. And first of all, we will present all the host institutions that are coordinating these challenges, and each representative of each institution will be the speaker of each and explaining what is the goal of each challenge, what they pretend, and what are the expectations for each challenge. So, Matvey, if you want, you can go ahead.
Yes, thank you. Hello, everybody. Thank you all for coming. My name is Matvey. I work for the Media Solutions Center, Baden-Württemberg, as well as the HLRS. And let me just say a couple of words about us, the hosting institutions for these couple of challenges. So the MSC, the Media Solutions Center, is what is called a Verein in Germany. It's like a non-profit association of different stakeholders, one of which is the HLRS, the High Performance Computing Center of Stuttgart. But we also have the Hochschule der Medien, which is like Stuttgart Media University on board, the ZKM in Karlsruhe, and many others. So we basically try to promote innovation in the arts and media industries through technology. So basically what STARTS was made to do, and this is our mission as well. You can see here the pictures of Matthias, who couldn't come today, who is our general manager, and me. I'm helping him out with the projects. One of our projects is STARTS Air. Maybe you've heard about it. It's a different residency program we're working on right now, and we're delighted to be part of ECHO as well. So I already told you that HLRS was a founding member of the MSC, and we are part of this consortium as well. The HLRS is part of the University of Stuttgart. It's like a specific institute, pretty independent of the university itself. We host one of the fastest and most efficient supercomputers in Europe, and we'll be getting our next one pretty soon. The HLRS has been working on high-performance computing for, I think, over 40 years now. And we were the first national high-performance computing center of Germany and are leading different HPC efforts throughout Europe and working on academic, industrial research, education, our footprint on the environment, the philosophy of high-performance computing, and all that jazz. All of our, we have many different like specific works in progress. So big one is simulation and visualization, as well as digital twins, artificial intelligence, and many more. And you will see those reflected in our challenges. And I brought a couple of our scientists from HLRS to explain the challenges themselves. And they will do that right after the next part. So thank you.
Thank you, Matvey. So we can go with Kay about the Salsburg Festival.
Oh, hey, greetings from me too. The Salsburg Festival was founded more than 100 years ago, and I am responsible here for the coordination of the STARTS program, our participation here, and also head of finance and information management. It's a very well-known festival. I don't know how much I should go into detail here, but the main parts of the Salzburg Festival are the summer and the Whitsun Festival. I have some visual information here on the specific on the Jedermann on the right-hand side. So the Salzburg Festival takes place all over the town of Salzburg, but is in the Festspielbezirk is the heart of the festival. So there, the next slide, please. Where the three main venues are. On the upper left side, you can see the building, which will be relevant for Challenge 8, I think, the building complex. where the three main venues are hosted. And they are the main venues for the Summer and Whitsun Festival, but also for the Easter Festival, for the Mozartwoche, and for other events all year round, where institutions from Salzburg, but also touring productions come to the festival halls and present their art. The next slide shows the Salzburg Festival archive, which houses all the information of those 100 years of top performing arts and music art presentations. It is one of the most extensive surviving theater archives in Austria. We host it as the institution Salzburg Festspielfonds ourselves, which is not the case for every performing venue, but which is a unique opportunity to do certain things with those assets and objects and all this information on the cultural history of the performing arts, but especially which of the art which was based in Salzburg. More on that in the challenge number 9. Thank you.
Thank you. So now Masha from Ars Electronica.
Hello, everybody, and I'm here to talk a bit about Ars Electronica. Of course, some of you can already hear about some of the activities that we are conducting, like Ars Electronica Festival or Pre-Ars Electronica, but it's not the only ones. So Ars Electronica's activities focus on the interlinkage between art, technology, and society. And we run not only annual festival, but also, of course, cover a wide range of facilities and opportunities to bring together artists, scientists, technologists, designers, developers, entrepreneurs, activists, and also citizens to address the most central questions of our future, focusing on the new technologies and the way how they change the way we live and work together. And here below, you can see just naming the departments that we have that actually, of course, bring different views to the ground and with whom we all can collaborate for this particular residency. So me and our managing director are coming from the department that is responsible for festival and pre. And then, of course, we have our research and development facility known as a Future Lab, as well as Ars Electronica Solutions that is working on developing different media solutions. Ars Electronica Archive, maybe not that well known in the field of theater archives, but also hold the huge history of Ars Electronica altogether. Yes, and with our perspective, we try to link digital technologies with culture, art, and then bring those knowledge to the wider audience and citizens. So that would be it on my side.
Thank you, Masha. So now you can go ahead with the challenge number 5 from the Media Solutions and HLRS hosts.
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Susanne Malheiros and I work as a research scientist in the visualization department of the HLRS. And I will be presenting the first 2 challenges that are hosted by the HLRS and MSc. So the first one is called Virtual Representation of Users. So here in the visualization department, we have been working on developing our own visualization software called CoVis, which we use to visualize the results of mostly simulation data that has been calculated on our supercomputer. And while the visualization is quite advanced already, we are also working on a collaborative mode where 2 people can use the software at the same time and basically see the same thing. And as you can see here on the image on the left, the representation of the other user that is also using CoVis is quite primitive. So you only see the glasses and the hand position of the user. And the goal of this challenge is to improve this virtual representation of the users with the focus on conveying nonverbal communication. So the artists will be expected to design and implement different versions of avatars for virtual reality. and they should be used to communicate the location, the state, but also the gesture and the emotions of the users of the software. And we want them to apply and also explore different graphical representations. They don't have to be human-like, you can be quite free with it, that show different degrees of realism, and to explore how that affects the other users, and also to keep in mind effects such as the uncanny valley effect. And if we go to the next slide, the experts that will help the artists are Uwe Wössner, which is the head of the visualization department here. He has been working here for more than 30 years, and also Dennis Krieger, who has been working here for 5 years, and he is working currently on the representation of the avatars in Covise. So the next challenge is called Technical and Technological Solution Inspired by Nature. You can see we have a lot less points here because it's a more free challenge. So the main goal is to explore and adapt solutions that you can find in nature and use them to solve technological challenges. This can be challenges of any type. One example would be the movement of leaves and seeds that are carried by the wind that have been used to inspire propellers of planes or wind turbines. This is only one example. You can work with challenges from any field in technology, and we expect the artists to perform a simulation, and out of that simulation create a visualization. Of course, we will provide access to computing resources and also visualization hardware that we have here in our lab. We want the artists to develop a virtual or physical prototype, and in the end implement a final presentation in any kind of mixed reality. It can be virtual reality, augmented reality, but also other solutions like projection mapping, for example. And again, the expert will be Uwe Wössner, the head of our department. And that's it from my side.
Thank you. The next challenge.
Hello, I am Kerem. I work at HLRS, Converged Computing Department. I primarily provide high-level user support to the artificial intelligence users, and this challenge is about transforming logs into visual narratives. The problem is the HPC systems are always at the forefront of computational advancements, and they are now critical for more diverse communities in artificial intelligence and quantum computing, which increases the complexity and volume generated, such as of data generated, such as the system logs. And this poses additional challenges for anomaly detection, energy consumption, and cybersecurity incidents. We believe arts can be crucial for tackling the challenge by visualizing this complex data. So we aim to reimagine how we interact with system log data through an artistic lens. One of the objectives here is to foster greater trust between humans and AI systems by translating complex system logs into intuitive experiences. What we expect to see here is innovative prototypes and interactive demonstrations that integrate art, science, and technology. So the contributions should enhance real-time monitoring of system logs. We encourage the use of AR, and VR technology to make these metrics more insightful and practical for the system administrators. Next slide, please. Experts involved in this challenge are Uwe Wössner and Dennis Hoppe. Dennis Hoppe leads HLRS strategic developments in areas such as artificial intelligence and data analytics. I work in his department at HLRS, and the department is once again called Converged Computing, which explores the synergies between cloud computing, artificial intelligence, and quantum computing, all the cutting-edge technologies to provide the users a better experience while using the HPC systems.
Thank you.
And that's it.
Thank you so much. Next challenge.
Yes, thank you. My name is Leila Kern. I'm working together with Susanne and Uwe Wössner at HLRS in the visualization group. And our next challenge is the urban digital twin for the Salsburg Festival. So before Kai from the festival has presented you already the main focus of the festival. And in this particular challenge, we want to address construction projects and how we can improve them, in particular with focus on the stakeholder processes that are going on there. Because with such big projects, there's always some challenges in the collaboration of the different people that are involved there. So that's why we try to support and facilitate the communication in with regard to planning and communication in construction projects. And therefore, we want to use a digital twin, which shall be developed based on previous existing approaches within this project. And just as a small recap, a digital twin, which originates from mechanical engineering more or less, but has been taken over to other fields of application, like the urban context, for instance. And it's used to combine the different data sets, and also it supports with combination of a visualization approach. It supports to bring different stakeholders together by kind of communicating all the different approaches better. So with a digital twin, we can enable effect-based decision-making by bringing all the data, but also bringing all the stakeholders together. So
one addition at this point, if I may, because I forgot earlier, the Salzburg Festival will be reshaping the building complex, housing those central venues during the next 10 years and playing in those venues during the time during the summer. So it's a very complex endeavor, which should be supported by the outcomes of this challenge.
Yes, thank you for the addition. So yes, that's basically the one of the expected results, to apply the developed digital twin to the Salzburg Festival, but also in a first step to explore different approaches of the digital twins in general, and try to better understand what the challenges are and what possible solutions there are. And then in the next step, a prototype shall be developed, which includes these different promising approaches and different tools, for instance, with regard to building information modeling, but also implements some visualization approaches. And to this goal, we can use our cave that you've seen, I think, on the first one of the first slides. So the cave is our virtual environment that is installed here at HLRS, and this can be used then for the visualization of the digital twin. And the experts involved in this project will be again Uwe Wessner from HLRS, but also Martin Kern and Kai Leczewski from the Salzburg Festival. And they will present themselves with the next challenge. Thank you.
Thank you. Next challenge from Salzburg.
So then I will start here with a general introduction. So we, Ars Electronica, is conducting this challenge under the title Cultural Heritage Through New Technologies together with the Salzburg Festival. And of course, the digital revolution fundamentally change how cultural heritage is created, documented, and analyzed. And the Salzburg Festival archive that Kai already briefly mentioned before, being one of the most extensive theaters archives in Austria, becomes a great field for further experimentation with new technologies. And also, we hope to encourage innovative ideas and collaborative actions between the artists and people working within Salzburg Festival or Ars Electronica to think about this, how we can actually see, develop, and think about cultural heritage through new technologies. What I would say here as well, that perhaps this challenge, being maybe one of the clearest in its title, actually has the most wide possible expected results. And while further Kai will be talking a bit about the infrastructures and data materials that can be actually then used by the artists further to look into them, we want to mention that a few examples that will be highlighted afterwards, how we work with those kind of materials and data, not in any kind restrictive it's just a few of them that has been already done. And of course, we are open to any new innovative and creative solutions that the artists could come up while thinking about this challenge and application to the residency. So of course, I will just then pass over to Kai, because this, I think, is the most interesting one to really talk about what are those materials and data gathered in the archive that artists can work with.
You have the next slide. Yeah. So here I have some information, and there are links missing at the bottom, but you will find the information via Google and on the website of the Salzburg Festival quite easily on your own. And afterwards we can also forward the links probably, or I will post them in the chat. That's even better. So as Masha already said, there were projects. On the right-hand side is a photo of the Faust project, Faust City project, also where more extensive information can be found online. There, in cooperation with Ars Electronica, there was a hybrid guided tour, where in the beginning the people were shown information on the festival and and at one point they get the VR glasses and see a recreation of the stage of Faust, of the Faust City, which was a very famous production from the 30s. And that is in no way a role model for what you could do, but is something which can be done in the direction of VR, a recreation of archive material. In the middle, you see the Salzburg Festival archive, which has a new location, has gotten a new location during the last year. There are many, many resources from 100 years festival history. A link to the detailed dates and facts will be shared via chat. And we also have digital assets, of course, already thousands of video files, thousands of audio files. I don't know how many photos. I think also the already digitalized photos go in the millions. And there's a current project to scan and index the context of all event-related publications, which are also quite many during the years. So there are many articles on art, interviews with artists from 100 years of festival history, and something should be done with that. On the left-hand side, you see a photo of the Landesausstellung from the 100-year jubilee, which was postponed because of COVID to 2021. And also there, it's just an example of things which are already being done with archive information in presenting it. And we hope to, in this challenge, we hope that you can find ways using digital technology to put that on the next level. And now I will post links. And that's it from my side.
Okay. So I will stop sharing my screen just to ask if anyone has questions for the host institutions. Just stop sharing. Yeah, I don't know if any participant want to ask directly. You can open your microphone and ask something related to the challenges presented or not. If there is a lot of information here, you can send an email later and then we can answer you by email. Anyone? Okay, I think not. So if you have any question, you can send an email to us. Here, I will share the screen again. Sorry. So here is our email, and if you have any doubts or any question about the challenges, I also put on our chat the link for the challenges catalog, and all the information that was shared here in this info session is well written there. All the experts and some information about them are also there. So you can click on the challenges catalog and you will find all the information. But of course, if you have an additional question, you can send us an email, okay? So I shared here on the chat a link to a brief survey just to collect some feedback about these info sessions. I will send it to all the participants registered, and this session will be shared on our YouTube channel as soon as possible. And I think that's it. I don't know if someone wants to say something more or not. No? Okay, so thank you very much for attending this info session. This will be shared on our YouTube channel, and tomorrow we'll have our third session. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.